what happened in 1979. So before the time when people have seen the videos of, it was like a golden age in terms of people dressed like in more of the Western way, so open-minded. And in 1979, we have an Islamist like regime convincing the society that everybody's going to be equal. So we have the left wing and Islamists coming both together, which they have the same ideology against Western values, but they managed to come to power. And what happened? Like, first of all the Jews were like deported, like outside the Iran, took their property. And when women were forced to cover, and then it started the terror against Iranian people. I want to like you to explain this switch, because we've seen in the protest of older generations saying that for 49 years we've been living in the hell. So it started in 1979.
Yes, it started in 1979. And you mentioned like it was left meeting as like Islam, and very similar to what's happening right now in New York, unfortunately. But let's say, so they were like in 1979 it started with a lot of far left, and left in Iran is more toward communism. There were these communist group that were very active, and they started this kind of revolution, and some of them they were armed, and then they also joined force with Islamists, and after the revolution, the Islamists killed all the left, all the communists, and took power. And what they brought is Islam, a Sharia law that comes directly from Quran. So they put the laws, all the laws that they put, it's come directly from Islam. For example, a man can marry four women, child marriage like age of 9, and we know that is happening. And again, like a lot of oppression on women and even men, to be honest, like in a society, it wasn't only against women and against Jews, it's against humanity. It's against humanity. Every one of us were under this oppression, and like the aggressiveness toward everyone else made our country small, made our country like isolated. And like younger I grew up in a time in Iran that where I wasn't even allowed to wear brown shoes, and younger and like the colors that I was allowed to wear at school was black, gray, and dark blue, very like midnight blue. So that was the color. And I remember like I had brown shoes because I really loved the shoes. I bought them, and I was so scared of wearing them because it would have consequences for me. I could get arrested and punished, and even put on probation from school and things like that. And sometimes even like wearing white socks. So we are talking about like something that is like, it's not about just big laws. It's about like this scrutiny in your life, the details of your life, even to the point of the color that you can wear or you cannot wear. That's and oppression, and that's become it becomes friction. But what happened in your like my generation versus current generation, and
Yeah,
so
that's what I want to, sorry to interrupt you, to come up with this. So since 1979, so when Islamist clerics took power in Iran, so people have lived under decades of repression.
yes.
Now it's younger generation leading the protest. So what happened?
Yes, like I think internet happened. They put a lot, since 2010, they put a lot of, using Chinese technology. They were able to put a lot of filters on internet, but still there are some ways for Iranian younger generation to communicate with the world, and to see like how the people outside Iran live and how they live, and they cannot accept it any longer. And they're very brave. They demand, they continue living. I think that was there's a difference. Like, they continued living what and doing whatever they wanted.